George Swanby was nothing compared to the draw of him.
Right.
He had a lot of good backup, good feeds.
Like yourself.
Yes.
And Gus Aubrey was worked with him for years, didn't he? Gus Aubrey.
Gus Aubrey too.
Yeah, yeah.
This fella reminds me of him, Lily Savage. He's very like Gus Aubrey.
Really?
Lily Savage. He was
Yeah.
on those lines.
Okay.
In fact, I thought maybe he copied him, but you know, he was a big Nancy boy,
Right.
about 5'11", and he's got a nice chap, but he was queer as a coot.
Yeah. What about Dan Young?
Dan Young was a big-headed fella. Played the dandy, you know.
Dapper Dan, yeah.
Yes.
The Dude comic.
He was
called
very
Dude
kind
comics,
to
didn't
me,
they?
Dan Young. The three of them were very good. Harry Corris and Enoch Ramsbottom and Harry Corris. Do you know him?
He had the
They
Happy
were called
Drone.
We
was
Three.
it? We Three.
They used
Yeah.
to sing a song called We
Yeah.
Three, and they were in summer shows called the Happy Drome. In fact, it was
Yeah.
on the wireless, Happy Drome.
Nice.
We three in Happy Drome, working for the BBC. And Enoch was the small one. I went out with his daughter. She was a lovely girl.
Really?
Yes, but circumstances sort of parted us. But he was in the film, and Ramsbottom's wife painted. Funny enough, she used to paint horses. Funny how years later,
Yeah.
and Ramsbottom was her husband. Was the husband of this lady I knew. What was her name now? I knew her well anyway. She lived in Kirkham where we lived, just a stone's throw away, so I knew her. But a strange coincidence happened. Her husband died, Ramsbottom. He was a handsome lad, you know, quite a Royal Coleman. But he died, and she, his wife, it's something like Dumpy her name was. She was a little lady, and she was painting these horses. I went round to her where she lived. I don't know whether it was second husband or whatever. I never asked questions, I never pried, but she would live with somebody else because her husband died. This very man died, and she used to keep his monocle on her desk, and she worked in Lewis's in Blackpool. Do you remember the back of the tower?
Yes, I do, yeah.
The great big place, and it burnt down.
That's right, yeah.
And she said, I used to keep his monocle, and she said, do you know, in all the ashes, I found his monocle. Harry Collis died in Blackpool at Victoria Hospital. Yeah, that's the show, you see.
And Robbie Vincent was Enoch.
Yes, he was. Let me tell you.
Yeah. That's him.
Yes. What's your name? Clariform. Why? Because you're a dope. That was corny jokes, but that was Harry Collis. The harmless jokes not like today. Yeah, that's the very show. So is this well, there's the Queens. We played the Queens with him, and with somebody else later on. That was run by a man. What's his name now? I don't think I've written it down. But anyway, he was the owner of that, and he owned Hugh Miffordrome in Manchester. Which
Jimmy Brennan.
Jimmy Brennan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because Randall fell out with Jimmy Brennan, which was
daft
because he was his partner
as long
in
as
the
it
film
didn't
company.
Get to him, you know. He always watched carefully. He was a scoundrel.
Beauty undresses.
Yes, Larvidonis. She was from Wigan, I think.
Larvidonis from Wigan.
Then it went
Smashing.
into that.
Oh, that's very careful. There we go. Oh, to hell with Hitler and have a damn good laugh.
Yeah.
And that's the Randall Spindles one. Amazing.
That's me turning away.
And that's Dan
Just to
Young.
make the scene. Dan Young, yes, yes.
And is that the one where Harry Corris has cleaned the billiard table?
Yeah, I think, yeah.
And they totally destroy it, yeah.
Yes, and then they set about a piano and tore the rest of it.
Yeah.
I don't think that was funny at all.
No, there's a lot I think funny about Randall, and then there's a lot that leaves me mystified as well.
Yes, yeah.
Would find it so funny.
Yeah, how's the audience all right?
Ukulele, banjolele.